So welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's newspaper through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. The purpose of this lecture series is so that you practice your current affairs through MCQs. So you get two benefits out of this lecture series. Your current affairs get revised and you get the much needed MCQ practice. Now, if you follow this lecture series regularly, consistently, and make it a part of your daily routine, well, then you'll be covering 1200 MCQs from current affairs itself in 1 year, just before your prelims exam. So, if you are planning to give your UPSC Prelims exam next year, well, then make this lecture series a part of your daily routine because you'll be covering 1200 MCQs from current affairs only. And ask any serious UPSC aspirant, 1200 MCQ practice from current affairs only is more than sufficient. So make this lecture series a part of your daily routine. Today we are going to cover current affairs through MCQs, current affairs of 10th July 2024. All right, so let's begin with question number 1. All right, consider the following regarding Order of Saint Andrew, the Apostle. It is Russia's highest civilian honor, which was started by Tsar Peter in 1698. PM Modi is the first foreign leader to be awarded this honor by the Russian government. Saint Andrew was one of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ who established the Church of Constantinople. Which of the above statements is correct? Now, recently, Prime Minister Modi received Russia's highest civilian honor called Order of Saint Andrew the Apostle. Well, this Order of Saint Andrew the Apostle is Russia's Bharat Ratna. So, as in our country, we have Bharat Ratna. Russia has Order of Saint the Apostle. All right. So it is Russia's highest civilian honor. And this is a very old award. It was established when it was started by Tsar Peter in 1698. Okay. Though it was abolished in 1918 when Tsars were finished off, Tsars were abolished. Russian Revolution in 1917 actually finished all the Tsars. It finished Tsardom in Russia. And it was restored in 1998. Okay. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi got this honor. So it is Russia's highest civilian honor, yes. PM Modi is the first foreign leader to be awarded this honor by Russian government? No. He's actually the third. Because in 2017, this award was given to Xi Jinping. We all know who Xi Jinping is, China's premier. And later, this award was given to former president of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev. Okay, so Kazakhstan's former president and Xi Jinping have already gotten this award. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was third in line. Now, this award is named after Saint Andrew. Saint Andrew was one of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ. Who are the apostles? Well, Jesus Christ's disciples. So Jesus Christ had 12 disciples. They are known as 12 apostles. And after Jesus Christ's death, these 12 apostles traveled the world and tried to spread Christianity. Saint Andrew actually traveled to Russia and Greece. And he established the Church of Constantinople, which actually became eventually the church for Orthodox Christianity. Okay, so Russian Christians actually they're not Catholics, they follow Orthodox Christianity. So third statement is also correct. The answer to this question would be B. Okay, question number 2. Consider the following regarding UN High Seas Treaty. Okay, unlike UN Convention on Laws of Sea, UN clause, High Seas Treaty would govern both territorial and international waters. Exclusive economic zones of countries would be a part of this treaty. This treaty would become international law only after ratification by all the signatories. Now, recently, Indian government announced that it will sign and ratify both United Nations High Seas Treaty. Okay, now what is the purpose of United Nations High Seas Treaty? Well, United Nations High Seas Treaty actually seeks to curb marine pollution. Marine pollution in high seas. Now, what are high seas? Okay, high seas are also known as international waters. So, what are basically high seas? Look, every country has a coastline. Okay, from the country's coastline, let's suppose we are talking about India. Okay, from India's coastline till 12 nautical miles. This is known as India's own territorial waters. This is India's sovereign territory. Okay. from coastline till 200 nautical miles. Okay, this is known as exclusive economic zone. This is not India's sovereign territory, but all the economic resources in these waters would be under India's control. And regions beyond this exclusive economic zone, that means 200 nautical miles from coastline of every country, is known as high seas or international waters. Now, high seas treaty seeks to curb marine pollution only in international waters, not exclusive economic zones, not territorial waters. Okay. Now, there is already another treaty called United Nations Convention on Laws of the Sea. This actually was started in 1982, and it actually gives the definition. UN clause actually gives the definition of territorial waters, exclusive economic zones, what are the roles and responsibilities of different countries. Okay, so UN clause actually governs territorial waters, exclusive economic zones, high seas, whereas high seas treaty only governs high seas. Okay, so unlike UN convention, high seas treaty would govern both territorial and international waters. No, only international waters. Exclusive economic zones of countries would be part of this treaty. As I have mentioned just now, exclusive economic zones are not part of high seas treaty. Only high seas are part of high seas treaty. Okay. Now, this this treaty is signed by more than 90 countries. Okay, but it has only been ratified by 8 countries up till now. Now, this treaty will become international law after 120 days. 120 days after the 60th ratification. So, as soon as 60 countries ratify this treaty, 120 days after that, this treaty would become international law. It would become enforceable. All right. So, this is also false. No statement is correct. The answer would be D. Question number 3. Consider the following statements regarding safe harbor provisions in Indian law. The safe harbor clause is mentioned in section 79 of the Information Technology Act. This clause protects social media intermediaries from prosecution against any illegal content on their platform website without any exceptions. Okay. Now, what is safe harbor provision or safe harbor clause? Look, there are various social media platforms or social media intermediaries like Facebook, Google, Twitter, right? Now, anything illegal published on these sites would demand prosecution from Indian government, but Indian government won't prosecute Facebook or Google for that. Why? Let's suppose I post something illegal on Facebook. So should Facebook be liable for this, or I should be liable for this? Facebook is just a platform. These are not Facebook's opinions, right? So anything published on Facebook website, well, Facebook won't be liable for that illegal content. The person posting it would be liable. And how can say Facebook be protected from this? Well, Facebook is protected from this liability through safe harbor clause. All right. Now, safe harbor clause is mentioned in section 79 of Information Technology Act. Absolutely correct. But section 79 also mentions safe harbor clause shall always be applicable, but there are certain exceptions. For example, if something illegal is published on Facebook and government has asked Facebook to remove that content, but Facebook doesn't comply with that order, then Facebook is also liable. So government has also provided certain exceptions to the applicability of this safe harbor provision within section 79. Okay. So this clause protects social media intermediaries from prosecution against any illegal content on their platform. Absolutely correct. But without any exceptions, no, there are exceptions. And those exceptions are provided for in section 79. So this is wrong. Only one. And last, which of the following is our correct regarding Financial Inclusion Index of RBI? It was developed by RBI in 2021 and is released every year in the month of July. The value of the index hovers between 0 to 100, with 0 being complete financial inclusion and 100 being complete financial exclusion. It comprises of 3 broad parameters: access, usage, quality, captured by 97 indicators. So look, in 2021, RBI released Financial Inclusion Index. This basically tells us about the status of financial inclusion in India. Okay, so basically every year in the month of July, RBI releases Financial Inclusion Index. The value of this index is between 0 to 100. 0 means financial inclusion is not there. 100 means full financial inclusion is there. Okay. So if the score is closer to 0, it's a bad thing. If the score is closer to 100, it's a good thing. Okay. So first statement is correct. Yes. The value of the index hovers between 0 to 100. Absolutely correct. With 0 being complete financial inclusion, no. 0 being complete financial exclusion. Whereas 100 means complete financial inclusion. All right, so second statement is false. Now, the value of this index is based on three parameters: access to financial services, usage of financial services, quality of financial services. And the value of these three parameters is calculated through a set of 97 indicators. So this is correct. 1 and 3 only. The answer to this question would be A. All right. And with that, we come to an end to the end of this lecture. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it is adding value to your preparation, though it would add more value if you make this lecture series a part of your daily routine. All right. So follow this lecture series consistently, and I'll see you next time with 11th July 2024's MCQs. Thank you, everyone.